The following contest is an Iron Man match, and it is for the World Women's Championship. From Norwich, England, Paige.
Paige making her way down to the ring here tonight on WWE ELITE from Uniondale, New York. It's an Iron Woman contest to determine our very first World Elite Women's Champion. Paige got some stiff competition in front of her here tonight as she takes on the newest, hottest free agent in the world. Talking, of course, about Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
And her opponent from California, America's sweetheart.
Well, there she is, the arm collector herself, fresh off of her very first professional defeat inside the octagon. You gotta believe that Ronda Rousey has bad intentions here tonight, a chip on her shoulder, and the world at her feet, as she has a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to become the first ever World's Elite Women's Champion in history. Paige has to be considered a veteran at this stage, been wrestling since the age of 13. Ronda Rousey as tough as they come inside the octagon. Let's see how she fares inside the squared circle.
So much anticipation.
And there it is, the newly christened World's Elite Women's Championship. A title belt befitting a world champion. There's the bell. Let's find out who it's gonna be. Collar and elbow tie up, and immediately Ronda imposing her will as she forces Paige into the corner. Referee calling for a break, steps in between. Will it be clean? And it is in fact a clean break. Collar and elbow tie up once again. This time it's Paige who forces Ronda back into the corner. And once again, referee calling for a break. Right in between the action, and Paige with a big right hand on the break.
Here's somebody who's willing to do just
collar and elbow tie up again, feeling each other out. Wrist lock by Paige, countered by Rousey, and right up into a hammerlock. Beautiful transition there. Rousey in control, back leg trip, taking Paige down. And Rousey now again right on the attack. Hard right hand, Paige reeling. Rousey now Irish whip Paige off of the ropes, and a big back body drop by Rousey. Paige with a well-timed back elbow right to the midsection of Rousey, and with an opportunity here, collar and elbow, and a go behind into a rear waist lock, takes her up and down, and Paige with a hold of that rear waist lock, now picking Rousey up and just tossing her aside. Welcome to the WWE ELITE, as a collar and elbow tie-up, go behind by Rousey, now rear waist lock being applied. Rear waist lock takedown into a side headlock, and Ronda Rousey seems to have an answer for everything Paige can throw at her. Now Paige back up to a vertical base, big knee to the temple by Rousey, and still in control. Hard clubbing forearm shot sends Paige down to the canvas. Ronda rolling her over now. Scoops her up, but Paige counters with a beautiful jawbreaker, perfectly timed. Paige moves her to the middle of the ring, hold of the hair, and slams her back down into the canvas. Paige gonna have to give as good as she gets. There's a hard right hand, and now delivers a brutal headbutt. And Rousey feeling the effects. Paige scooping her up now, but a wrist lock, pull back, shoulder block by Rousey. And again, Rousey rolling her over into the middle of the ring, stomping on that arm, perhaps trying to soften her up. They don't call her the arm collector for nothing. Front face lock now by Rousey. Snapmare takeover with authority, and followed up with a vicious elbow right to the top of Paige's head. Scooping her up now, and knockout punch. Paige's jaw just slid across her face as Rousey drags her back to the middle of the ring. rolls her over. Lateral press cover, 1, 2, but Paige able to kick out. Unbelievable action here. Ronda staying right on top of her, wrenching the neck, working the head of Paige. And that's a smart move. Slamming Paige down into the canvas. She's back on her feet, back elbow now by Paige. But look at that. Caught in an overhead belly-to-belly suplex, and Ronda Rousey once again in control. But deep arm drag by Paige, and Ronda's winded. Paige swings wildly, misses. Back elbow by Rousey now, and a big back body drop, and it's Rousey on the canvas. Paige with momentum now, needs to capitalize. Went for a right hand, blocked by Rousey. Left hand, Paige reeling. Rousey on the comeback, has a hold of Paige. Beautiful snap suplex. And Ronda Rousey seemingly will not be denied here in this showcase, this Iron Woman match for the World's Elite Championship, tossing Paige over the top rope, crashing to the arena floor.
What we're seeing here. You have to imagine that Paige's travels.
Capacity crowd here in Uniondale on their feet as Ronda Rousey takes a hold of Paige and introduces her into the steel ring post. And what is Ronda Rousey doing here? Paige in a precarious position. Ronda with a head of steam and a big boot right to the dome of Paige. She's got to be out cold.
I'm not sure I can watch this.
And for good measure, look at this. Ronda leg drop, leg breaker on the concrete. Back in the ring at a count of 6. And Ronda to a neutral corner as Paige lays in a heap. Ronda feeling good. Uniondale on their feet. And Paige finally back to her feet. Into the ring at a count of about 7. And now Rousey, look at this. Armbar submission in the middle of the ring. Referee in perfect position. Will she hang on? And Rousey lets her go.
When you get in control like this, you want to throw
spinning back kick by Paige. Jumping drop kick. Ronda now beside herself. Hard right hand by Paige. Went for another spinning back kick, but Rousey caught her in a hard scoop slam. Cover now by Rousey. 1, 2. Oh, that was close. But once again, Paige with the wherewithal to kick out. And Ronda Rousey right back to work on that neck.
Great match here, but if you missed any of the matches
but Paige back up to a vertical base. Hard shot right to the ribs. And now Paige setting her up. Has it cinched. Paige Turner. Unbelievable. She needs to go for the cover here. She does. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Ronda able to kick out of the Paige Turner. Unbelievable. Paige is beside herself with disbelief. Ronda right back up, grabs a hold of her Irish whip, sending Paige into the buckle. And now scooping her up, setting her on top of the top turnbuckle. Rousey to follow. Has a hold of her. And a back suplex from the top rope. And Ronda hurts her back in the process. Scooping up Paige now. Front face lock, but Paige able to counter. Side Russian leg sweep. And Paige now has a chance. Swinging, connecting right hand on Rousey. Northern Light suplex by Paige. And Rousey now in trouble. Paige backing off. This is for the championship of the world. She better stay on top of her. Right hand by Rousey. Spins her around, kick. Paige down on her knees. Rousey, look at this maneuver. Leg drop DDT. Rousey for the cover. 1, 2. No. And Paige once again. Look at Ronda Rousey. Can't believe it.
Each of these competitors is looking for the.
But Ronda now lifting European uppercut. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. First pinfall coming up right here. Rousey hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Well, there you see it. Rousey goes up 1 pinfall to 0 as she has a hold of Paige. Inverted backbreaker. Vicious maneuver. Falling fist drop now finds its mark as Paige now being pulled up by Rousey. Dragon screw. And you saw the torque on that leg as Ronda Rousey now goes to the top rope. Getting ready to fly. She jumps. And a back senton finds the mark. Scooping Paige up now. Hard knockout shot. Paige doesn't even know where she is. Uniondale on their feet. Another cover. 1, 2, 3. And Ronda Rousey 2 pinfalls to none. But a back elbow now. Paige finding strength from somewhere. But Ronda once again on the attack. Hard scoop slam in the corner. And look at this. Ronda calling for something. Look at her stalking. Now a hold of Paige, and there it is, the armbar submission once again. Paige awfully close to the ropes as Ronda wrenches away. And once again, Ronda releases the hold, but how much damage has been done? Snapmare takeover by Paige. And now Paige with a head scissors as she delivers a couple of well-placed elbows. Desperation has to be setting in. She's down 2 pinfalls to none. This is for the World Elite Championship. And now Paige. Look at this, a modified version of a Texas Cloverleaf. And Ronda Rousey is in trouble here. Referee in perfect position. Can she hang on? And Paige seemingly lets her out of the hold. And Paige with her hands on her hips as Ronda Rousey still continues to get up no matter what Paige dishes out. Hard right hand sends Ronda all the way to the corner. Paige has her up. Rampage. Could this be the opportunity she needs? Pinfall attempt. 1, 2, 3. No. And Ronda Rousey will not stay down. Paige needs to find something that works here and soon as the clock hits about that 10-minute mark. Vicious headbutt by Paige. Rousey feeling it. Once again going for a head scissors. But this time Ronda, look at her worm her way out. She breaks free. Now with a hold of Paige. Irish whip sending her into the buckle. Ronda follows. And now Ronda putting her back up on the top turnbuckle. Paige kicking her off. Paige jumps and Ronda catches her. Powerbomb in the middle of the ring. Ronda flips her over, grabs a hold of the leg, but Paige back up. Enziguri. Ronda Rousey in trouble now, perhaps dazed. Paige going for a cover, hooking the leg now. 1, 2. But Ronda Rousey able to kick out. John Cena-like in her ability to avoid the pinfall as they're both back up to a vertical base. Fireman's carry takedown, and Ronda Rousey again the knockout punch. Paige has absorbed a tremendous amount of punishment here tonight. The arm collector looking to get another victim. Cover now, hook of the leg by Rousey. 1, 2. But Paige finds the resolve to kick out one more time. Back up to her feet now. Rousey, hard right hand. Lifting uppercut by Rousey, and again, Paige is in trouble. Rousey now stalking Paige, allowing her to get to her feet. On the attack, hard elbow shot. Another one by Rousey. A duck clothesline and a Pele kick by the arm collector. And Paige in a world of trouble now. Turns her around, kicks her down to her knees. And here it is, the leg drop DDT once again. Uniondale is going berserk as Ronda covers Paige. 1, 2, 3. And Ronda Rousey scores the hat trick as Paige has yet to answer. Ronda clubbing away. But Paige now with a headbutt. Make it 2. No, call it 3. And down goes Rousey. Desperation cover by Paige. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. No. Rousey again denies Paige a pinfall. Paige has got to be out on her feet. Rousey back up. Fireman's carry takedown again. And now the arm collector goes to work again. But Paige in the ropes, forcing the break. Paige now snapmare takeover. Rear chinlock being applied, wear down maneuver, but she does not have time for this. She is down 3 pinfalls to none. Ronda now fighting her way back up. Elbow to the midsection. Another one, and it breaks the hold. Ronda now front face lock being applied. Big European uppercut. Went for a right hand blocked by Paige. Paige on the comeback trail.
Look at Paige making her move.
Now Paige taking her down and a Paige turner. Throwing her head down, hooking the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Paige gets her first pinfall, but that's it. It's all over.
I can't believe what we just saw.
Time has expired. Paige able to eke out 1 pinfall to Ronda's 3 for your brand new World Women's Elite Champion, Ronda Rousey. Here we take a look at that brutal, that evil boot of Paige's head against the ring post. Here you see the arm collector with that signature arm bar submission. Here's that devastating leg drop DDT combo. Ronda Rousey giving us everything she had here tonight. Paige was not able to get any offense going. There you see the Paige turner. She did manage to score 1 pinfall against Ronda Rousey, but too little, too late. Let's go back down the ringside and get the official word.
Here are your winners and new World Women's Champion, America's Sweetheart.
Well, Ronda Rousey not without championship gold for very long, as in her debut here in the WWE Elite, she becomes the very first World Elite Women's Champion in our history. Well, unbelievable action here tonight. Much, much more on the horizon. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Ambrose and Christian, middle of the ring. Ambrose went for a slam. Christian out the back, shoves him off. Cesaro, bullplex, right on the concrete. And now Dean Ambrose taking up Christian, powerbomb, and into a bridge. 1, 2,